So would you like to learn how to mentally dominate any opponent? To learn the techniques to instantly trigger their adrenal spikes? To massively reduce their performance while increasing yours? And to learn some secret psychological triggers to impact what's known as the sympathetic nervous system? To chronically stress out your opponent, helping you to dominate that cerebral space. We'll also be looking at what this touch of the nose means, but also learning how Tony Ferguson plays with his balls could be the key to Khabib dismantling him if Khabib noticed it. So this is what we're going to do today on the Believingbruce channel. We're going to look at a real life. So yeah, rather interesting. But again, this is quite normal for Tony Ferguson. He does what he wants to do, or he understands, which can leave everybody else feeling quite perplexed. So again, the triggers that we've looked at. Khabib, the homeless guy, he didn't like that. Tony Ferguson could have zoned in there to increase his adrenal spikes. And then the line as well, it reminds me a bit of Chris Eubank. And the reason why I'm saying that, for you guys who don't know Chris Eubank, very, very tough guy, brilliant boxer, quite an eccentric chap, but what Chris Eubank struggled to deal with was things that didn't make sense to him in his head. So when Steve Collins brought out that I've been trained by a hypnotist, Chris Eubank couldn't get that. It frazzled him because there was no logic in Chris Eubank's head about, well, how can I beat this guy? He took it literally. He didn't see the sort of game that Steve Collins was playing. And this could be what happens with Khabib. Khabib struggles to understand lies, like untruth, stuff that's not based on logic. And he does react to that. So that's something that I would be zoning in if I was any of Khabib's opponents. The fact that actually it's not the truthful stuff that he reacts to. He reacts more highly, he gets more aroused, he's more activated by lies. And then you've got Tony Ferguson, a massive trigger about being Mexican or not. Huge trigger there. And then also about his mental health. Huge opportunity for any fighter in the future to zone in on those two, to increase that stress, to increase those adrenal spikes, to increase the sympathetic nervous system, resulting in chronic fatigue, stress, all the stuff there that will decrease his performance. And again, about the neuroscience combination with the body language is about, I know people do the mental side of it a little bit for themselves. I know they'll do a lot of the physical side for themselves. But why wouldn't you want to get into this area that allows you to almost, you're prepared to do 12 rounds, and if you carry this out correctly, your opponent steps into the cage or the ring as if you've got them fatigued before they even start. And remember, this is for any competition, for anything that you're going against. It allows you to be more competitive. It allows a better version of you to be present. It allows more aces to be stacked in your favour by understanding and controlling what's going on in the head and heart of your opponent. So again, if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe and let me know your comments below. But more importantly, believe in Bruce. Be kind to yourselves and each other, but not so kind if they're an opponent.